it's Eunice and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be talking about a couple of new makeup releases this month, and this is the makeup look that I came up with today. And if you want to see how I got this makeup look, just keep on watching. Okay, so we're starting off with the eyeshadow. I already did my brows, as you can see, because I don't really have a new brow product. I just used my Benefit Ka-Brow shade number 3 for my eyebrows today. But yeah, for my eyeshadow, I'm using the new Morphe Jaclyn palette. This is the Bling palette, and I originally wanted to get the whole vault, but then I was like thinking about it. I know the whole vault is like $49 and it retails for $15 each, but then I was like, if I get the whole thing, am I going to use every palette for every day? And I was looking at all the shades, and since they changed the release date, it gave me a little time to think about like all the shades, if I'm ever gonna use all of them. And yeah, this is one of the shades that I got. This is the palette Bling Boss, and as you can see, hold on, let me turn it around. And as you can see, it has like 10 shades, and this one has kind of like a purpley theme going on. So that's why I wanted to get it, because I didn't end up getting like the Nervina palette nor the Natasha Denona Lila palette, so it's like $15 for the purple palette. I'm down for it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer as per usual. And now I'm gonna set that with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I usually set my primer with this. Now I'm taking my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush, and I'm going to dip it in the shade Hush Hush, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade. That is so pigmented. I'm not sure if you can see that, but super easy to blend as well. Prior to filming this, like yesterday, I used my old Jaclyn palette just to like play with it once again, because I haven't used it for a while. And I love that they actually came out with like mini palettes like this one, because it's easier to travel with and just hold while you're doing your makeup. As you can see, it's like the perfect size, and it has a mirror na. The previous palette didn't have a mirror, so I was really sad about that. I feel like eyeshadow palettes need to have like a mirror. I think it's an essential. To darken this up a bit, I'm taking my Sigma E45 small tapered blending brush, and I'm taking the shade Sparks, and I'm going to apply that on my crease area as well. So starting with the outer corner. I'm going back to my blending brush, and I'm going to blend those two eyeshadows together. Now for the base, I'm going to apply the shade Glitz Glam in the middle of my eyelid, and I'm going to take a Sigma E55 eye shading brush. So I'm going to try this with just the eyeshadow first before I spray any setting spray on my brush. So let's try it. Ooh, in fair, it looks good, see? There's a little bit of fallout, but not too much. Like, I can definitely see myself putting on my foundation first before applying my eyeshadow. Wow, the glitter is super easy to apply. As you can see, I haven't like sprayed my brush with anything, and it's already so pigmented. So just for the sake of trying it, I'm going to spray my brush when I apply the shimmer shadow on this side. And I'm just going to spritz a little bit of Morphe setting spray on it. I'm so like scared. Wow. I'm not sure if you can see the difference of the one with like a Morphe setting spray and just the plain one, but this one is going to look a little bit more foiled than, you know, just using the eyeshadow itself. Okay, so that's it for the eye makeup for now, but we're going to go ahead and do my face makeup. So for today, I have the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. So this foundation in particular, I was very curious because it says that it has a lot of, like, you know, your regular skincare ingredients in it. So it has like vitamin C, avocado, and whatnot. So it claims to like hydrate your skin as the day goes by, as well as pore filling property wherein it hugs your skin at all the right places and just gives your skin that natural contour that it has, like your face, the natural contour that it has. So yeah, it comes with a pump. This one retails for like $44 and it's a 1.23 fluid ounce tube, and it does come with a pump similar to like the It Cosmetics CC cream. I haven't tried that as much because I broke out when I used that It Cosmetics one, so hopefully this will work. It says it's infused with Glow Nectar brightening complexion, and again, it has vitamin C. So I highly recommend putting on a sunscreen prior to this because, you know, it has vitamin C, and the way that vitamin C reacts to like the sun, it might burn your face. I'm not making any claims, but that's what I know from, like, you know, putting on makeup. So I'm going to use my Sigma F80 flat kabuki brush on this side, and then I'm going to try and use like a beauty blender on the left side of my face. And I'm going to apply primer first. I almost forgot. I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Spotlight Primer for today. Okay, now that I've applied primer, which I almost forgot. So like I said, brush on this side. This is like one pump of the product, and oh my gosh, it's like, I thought it was gonna be like light coverage. I mean, it says it's medium coverage, but look, it's kind of a thick formula. Oh wow, the coverage is so good. And I am in the shade, of course I forgot, I'm in the shade Olive, and I think it's perfect. Of course I'm gonna get lighter once like winter comes in, but look at that coverage. I didn't think it was gonna be like this much coverage for like it having so much like skin benefits to it. Everything, when they marketed this product, a lot of their materials were like centered on their skincare benefits and not so much on like the coverage that it will give your face. But I like this. Wow. I'm, like I said, I'm like a full coverage foundation type of girl, so I'm really loving this coverage right now. And it kind of blurred out like my scar right here. I mean, I feel like it can cover it. It says it's buildable coverage, and I really like the way that the blush, I really like the way that the brush is actually blending it out. It's not looking streaky. It's like really full coverage. Okay, so this is the brush side, and that's like one layer of the foundation. As you can see, it has kind of a good coverage. Okay, so I got my beauty blender and it's all clean for today. Let's apply this on this side of my face. And as usual, it has more coverage when I apply it with a brush as opposed to using a beauty blender or a sponge. Let's be general here. A sponge. Okay, this side is a sponge, and then this side is with a brush, and I'm kind of liking it with the brush because it has more coverage. So I'm going to try and build that up. I'm going to like pump one more on my hand, and I'm going to build up the coverage because it says it is medium, because it does say that it is medium coverage, and it does say that it is buildable coverage. So hopefully it doesn't cake up or anything like that. So just concentrating on the areas where I want like a full coverage finish. I'm taking my brush and just buffing that out. So there we have it. Right off the bat, the foundation is amazing. If it does say, if its claims are true that it has all these like skin nourishing ingredients to it, then it's amazing because look at that coverage. It's like full coverage all in this tube, and it was only $44. Not the most affordable, but given the skin care benefits that it will give your face, I mean, of course, we always have to invest in our skin care. So yeah. Right off the bat, I really like it. Like I said, it is buildable coverage, as you can see. My scars are not as seen anymore. Like this one is like really dark talaga, kaya it's still seen. But like the scars, ayan no, it's kind of covered na. And my redness is gone. It's like a seamless look. So I'm going to go ahead and conceal and highlight my face. So I originally didn't think that the foundation was gonna be this full coverage, and I wanted like my concealer to match the coverage of my foundation, so I just got my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. But since it does have a lot more coverage than I thought, I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. Set my entire face using the Becca Hydra Mist Soft Light Blurring Powder. I am just going to use this this Luxie 516 Duo Fiber brush to lightly dust off some powder on my face. So to contour my face, I'm using the contour powder from my e.l.f. Duo Powder Kit in the shade Fiji. I've been using this so much and I just love it for a light contour. For bronzer, I'm using the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. In fairness, even when I've already like applied my foundation, as you can see, the eyeshadow is still there. It's not fading or anything like that. And even as I pile on different shades, it doesn't fade at all and it still is really pigmented. So let's go in and define the eyes a bit more. I am taking this Morphe M433 brush and I'm dipping it in the shade Sparks just to define the outer corners a bit more since I've already applied. And I'm just going to blend that out using my small tapered blending brush from Sigma. This is brush E45. So just to smoke out my lower lash line, I'm taking the Morphe M432 brush and I'm taking the shade Sparks and mixing that in with a little bit of Rockstar. And I'm going to use that for my lower lash line. So that's it for the eye makeup look. For now, I'm going to go ahead and apply some blush because this is the last new item that I have in my collection. This is the MelissaMichelle Bling on the Glam Cheek Palette. So it comes with, it's a little messy right now because this came in broken, but I just pressed it back. So it has two blush shades and two highlighter shades. We have the shade Mahal and Maganda, and for today I'm using the shade Maganda because it's a little more subtle, and since I have like kind of a powerful eye look, I want my blush to be a little bit subtle. So I'm using my Aesthetica P12 powder blush and I'm dipping that in the shade Maganda, and I'm just going to apply that on the apples of my cheeks. Okay, so since the highlighter shades in this palette are a little bit too dark for my eye makeup look, so I'm taking my Morphe Bretman Rock highlighting palette. I'm going to take the shade Vacation and I'm going to use that in my inner corners as well as my highlighting shade. So I'm taking this Morphe M510 highlighting brush and taking the shade Vacation. This doesn't have like a mirror. It's so annoying. I mean, I love Bretman Rock, but I need a mirror. And then I'm using my Sigma Pencil E30 brush, and again, I'm taking that shade Vacation and I'll apply that on my inner corners as well. going to go ahead and finish the rest of my eye makeup with some eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be right back. So I just finished putting on my eyeliner and mascara off camera, and I tried the Benefit Bad Bang mascara today, and oh my gosh, it didn't do anything for my lashes and it's so clumpy. But anyway, I also fixed my hair, put on some earrings, and now let's put on some lipstick. So I've been loving this combo recently. I used the MAC Velvet Teddy first, so let's apply that. Give my lips a little bit more life, I use the Maybelline Color Shine Compulsion Intense Lipstick. So this is their first oil-infused lipstick, so it helps moisturize your lips throughout the whole day, similar to the Becca Skin Love Foundation. So I only apply this on the center of my lips. And this is in the shade Baddest Beige. I keep forgetting to mention the shade. There, so that it has a little bit more shine. And that is the finished makeup look for today. So just to give you guys my opinions on the new items that I talked about in this video, first off is this Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, and this is the Bling Boss palette. I do believe that it's a perfect deal if you want to like get the purple, because like the purple theme for like eyeshadow palettes, it's kind of in right now, and if you're not someone who wears that every day, I would highly recommend this palette, because as you can see, I actually created just a neutral look from it. And then if you want to play it up a bit, there are a lot of different colors, like this purple shade right here and like this darker brown shades as well. It has 4 matte shades and 6 shimmer shades. I'm definitely gonna play with this a little bit more, and as you can see, there are no patchiness to the eyeshadow. It was super easy to blend all throughout the video. You've seen that, and for $15 again, I highly recommend this. It could be a good travel palette as well, and then it also has a mirror, so yeah, for $15, definitely, like, I will absolutely play with it a little bit more and come up with different looks. Next up is the Becca Skin Love. I'm definitely in love with it. The coverage is amazing and it's super buildable. It doesn't cake up my skin. It doesn't feel as weighed down as it is with like a full coverage foundation, and as you can see, and it did cover up some of my redness, a little bit of my scarring and whatnot. And for $44 with all the vitamin C, the skin loving ingredients in it, I feel like it's a good deal, because if you do purchase like a vitamin C serum and whatnot, it could get pretty expensive, and the fact that it already has it in your foundation is kind of good for your skin as well. So like what I did last month, I'm going to have an end of month update with you guys talking about all these products. Last but not the least is this MelissaMichelle Bling on the Glam palette, cheek palette. I originally got the eyeshadow palette, but then I was like, oh, the Morphe Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palettes are coming out, so I didn't want to like get a ton of eyeshadow palettes, just because I use face products more often than eyeshadow. So yeah, I got the cheek palette, and so far I love this palette. I love the 2 blush shades that comes with it, because both shades are so subtle that whenever I use eyeshadow, I don't have to actually think about the blush that I'm using to match the eyeshadow, because they are so subtle. They are universal and I can use them with any eyeshadow shades, and the pigmentation is actually also good. It's not as seen because it is a subtle shade nga, but then when I was applying it on my face, as you guys saw naman, it's not super powdery. The pigmentation is just right. You can build it up or like thin it out as well. So yeah, I'm loving it, and I'm definitely gonna film another like new releases, new makeup video, and I'm definitely gonna use the highlighter shades on that video naman. So yeah, that's everything that I have for today's video. And like I said, if you want to see what I think about them by the end of the month, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can see that. And of course, all the products that I used and mentioned today in this video will also be in my description box. If you found this video helpful, or if you want to if you're going to recreate this look, don't forget to tag me on Instagram, or like tag me in your post. And again, if you find this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!